Hi, this is JP from Northern Lights over Arkham. Welcome to day 9 of the Lure of the Valley campaign for Earthborne Rangers, and we are just arriving to Spire, where we have a couple of journey quests. So we have the journey, Spire, and Cause for Celebration, which requires us to travel to Brookside, which is just nearby Spire. So last time we got some new rewards or completed some missions. So we completed Rescue Loon. We also completed the Helping Hand Olive quest or mission. And there's nothing special happening today. We have perfect weather and we are just arriving to Spire Crossing through Lakeshore. So I hope we will be able to get these done today and maybe get some new quests to follow after that. And nothing much more to say other than without further delay, let's get started. So I have built the path deck beforehand. Now we are using the Sparring Bloom moments, and we just arrived to the Spire Crossing, so we still need to read 202, and we also did the path deck assembly, which says to add the back alley shortcut into the path deck, which we have done. And if you heard a cat mewing, that was Siri. She's our new cat and a bit jumpy still. Is quite camera shy, so probably won't be showing on the video, but you might hear her while she's mewing to see some cat TV. But unfortunately, I can't put it on while I am filming. So hopefully after the video I can entertain her with the cat video or a bird video for cats. Okay, so we'll read 202. So Spire Crossing, if you are on Spire under attack, no, otherwise read. Along bridge of grey stone arches over the glistening waters of the Silver Fin, the only major crossing leading in or out of the bustling village of Spire. It's customary for travelers along the bridge to stop and greet one another as they pass. Several travelers are already engaged in a lively conversation, in no particular rush to get to where they're headed. If you are on supply run or return trip, do not shuffle Raymond Caravaner into the path deck. We are not on those quests, so we ignore that. So arrive, set up lead rangers as path deck for the next human and put them into play. If there are no humans, search the next being instead. Let's see. Okay, so we find Raymond Caravaner again. We already did the quest for him, so we might as well talk to him to find out what's happening with him. And we flip this over. Spire Crossing. The sound effect is if there is more than one active human, they stop to chat with one another, discard one progress from each active human. And we read 206 or 206. Oh, this, I am. 206, not 1.206. Raymond Caravaner. If you share that drink, go to 206.1. So we shared that drink already. You find Raymond near his hover sled with a checklist in hand, taking inventory of his goods. He smiles and waves jovially as he spots you in his periphery. Well, if it isn't my old friend. To your delight, he seems more well-rested and refreshed than when you last saw him. Add 4 supplies to Raymond. We'll use these tokens. So there are already 2 supplies. So 6 supplies altogether. Clear Raymond with progress to learn how the supply runs are going. Okay. We'll draw our opening hand, so just giving another quick shuffle to the deck and we are ready to begin today. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, well, boundary sensor. I think the rest I will redraw. Enthusiastic pocket belt pouch and circuitous route. Okay, so we didn't see our new cloak that we just got from the Lure Quiet mission last time. Also, we are not that good at connecting with people at the moment, but we'll try our best. So, Raymond Caravaneer is has the 2 or 6 supplies now. So fitness plus the swirly bits. So yeah, I'll try to remember this. So it is the conflict. So fit plus conflict. There are connection, conflict, exploration, and reason. So fit plus conflict push to Raymond's hover sled to add 1 progress to this being for every 2 effort. Then add an equal amount of progress to a feature. Okay, well, not sure what the supplies do. Raymond offers to share some of his supplies. You may discard 1 supply from Raymond to gain 1 energy of any type. Okay, so we can gain stuff from Raymond. That's, I think, good. Okay. I think everything's set up so we can start. So, just a quick look at the map before we start. So, we are now entering the Spire crossing. We could go through Spire to Brookside, or we could go from Brookside to Spire. Honestly, I'm not sure which way we'll do that. Maybe first go to Spire, then Brookside, but not sure. We'll see how this progresses. I'm not sure if I shuffled this when setting up, so I'm going to shuffle the challenge deck also a bit. Okay, let's start by playing the pocket belt pouch, boundary sensor, attach favorite gear to boundary sensor, attach universal power cells to the boundary sensor. So now we are really good at traversing. And we need a lot of tokens now. So this has 4 plus 3, so 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'll take back the favorite gear because we don't have any fatigue yet, so no point in setting that up before we need to start removing fatigue. So we will be able to or connect this round with Raymond, and we'll might as well connect with Raymond, and I'll connect use the enthusiastic to this test. And we are testing, or so connecting 2 against 1, -1. Well, we still get 1 progress here. And the sun is, there are not 2 or more humans. And then I might as well traverse, so I'm using the boundary sensor, so 2 versus 1, 0, and this added progress, so we get 2 + 1 is 3. And you may discard 1 supply from Raymond to gain 1 energy of any type, so I'll gain 1 spirit to be able to connect again. So I'll connect again, why not? 0, we'll get a second token here, and if there is an active predator, there isn't, so nothing happens from that. And I think nothing more to do. Well, we'll scout the path deck, so fresh blue kelpweed, that's okay, doesn't hinder us in any way. I'll try to remember +1, and we'll keep on snacking on these, so we succeed by 2. We'll look at the top 2 cards. I'll take the Ghost Blade and I'll return this to the bottom of the deck, and we'll connect again. +1, that's great, 2, so nothing else happens, so we clear Raymond. We get to read 206 again, or 206. So cleared. If you are on return trip now, if you shared a drink, go to 206.4. You stay a while and listen to Raymond's tales about his most recent trip. I actually have a bit of a surplus at the moment, interested in taking a look. I still owe you for that drink. Either discard Raymond and each ranger suits 2 fatigue, or add 4 supplies to Raymond and each ranger may immediately resolve his mountain effect. We'll add 4 tokens and remove 1. And we might as well gain 1 fitness and play the Ghost Blade. And that's, I think, our turn. So now we'll rest, we'll draw enthusiastic, we regain our energy, and now I actually Notice that we haven't drawn our path card for this round. So let's back up that we drew this. It didn't change anything. Then we scouted and saw that the next one is the tributary stream. And it is an obstacle. I think we'll just handle that. So we'll keep it on top. For some reason, for me it is really hard to remember to draw the path card at the start of the first turn of the game, but usually I can fix that. But we were lucky this time that it was just a kelp weed and nothing triggered it in any way. Okay, we draw the path card, and surprise, surprise, it is the tributary stream, which is an obstacle. So I doubt we will talk to Raymond anymore. No point, but we will try to use our focus to get on top of that. And not going to commit anything. Just going to go. Oh, it's difficulty 2, so we'll commit the enthusiastic. So we are 3 versus 2, 0. We get to add. I'll add 1. Nothing happens. Our ranger token is not on ourselves. So we'll move here, we clear this, and we add 1 progress to the location, which is enough for us to travel. That is cleared. So I'm not sure what I would want to do with all of my stuff. So I think I'm just going to play this. I know I'm not going to connect this round. So let's set up that. I'll use this. So we succeed. So search your ranger deck for gear and add it to your hand. And we probably want to get the either the phosphonic headset. I'll check that actually. Yeah. Add it to our hand. And let's see, we are taking 1, 2, 3, 4 slots worth of stuff already. Oh yeah, we get another. So we'll take 1 focus to play down the phosphonic headset. And we'll scout for the next 2 cards. Don't know why, because we are probably going to travel. So tributary stream and romping lutrine also. I think we will just travel this round and not do anything else. We have a surplus of fitness. We'll do this just for the laughs. No 2 humans. This doesn't trigger. 0, so we add 1 progress to this being for every 2 effort, then add an equal amount to a feature. So we add 1 here, doesn't do anything, but I didn't feel like wasting the energy there. But we basically wasted, but whatever. We will travel, and now we need to make the decision on whether to travel to Brookside or Spire. I feel like we'll go to Brookside first. Yeah, it is a location we haven't visited before, so we'll travel to Brookside. So everything is cleared. So just figuring out the sets. I think we will see the back alley shortcut again, but we'll see. And now we are traveling through the thoroughfare or thoroughfare, however you are saying that. So we get that. We also search the pivotal location set for, or let's first figure out the moment. Then find the correct location, Brookside. And see the symbol to see if there are any pivotal location. Yeah, so we have these 3. Or these 2 actually. Those are new ones. I haven't seen them before because I have never visited this place before. It's cool that the Spire in Bloom gave us a lot of new stuff to explore in the base game. So first we'll shuffle these. Oh yeah, I think we have removed 1, now we remove another. Forgetting to remove those. Let's see. Search general set for the back alley shotgun and shuffle it into the bad deck. So as I thought, this will be shuffled in. And we read 203. And we also arrive at Brookside. So we read 1.222. So I think we will read the 203 first. Brookside, if you are on Spire under attack, no. If Brookside infested, no. If you are on the festivities begin, no. Otherwise read. On the outskirts of Spire, the riverbank is home to dozens of homesteads and lush gardens that over the years have accumulated into a small village. A cobblestone thoroughfare leads into the bustling neighborhood, punctuated by small footbridges crossing over the Silver Fin many tributaries. Along the path are several artisan workshops and cozy homes, as well as the occasional stilt horse-drawn wagon loaded with goods for trade. Okay. And then we arrive at Brookside 1.222. Get a sip of tea. You weren't sure what to expect when you arrived in Brookside, but it reminds you of a harvester until after a storm. Every inch is alive and moving with a singular purpose. Preparations for the Blossom Festival are in full swing, and the thoroughfares are packed with people setting up tents and market stalls. In the center of the crowd is Etra Lash, shouting commands to a group of people attempting to stake down a rather large tent pole. "No, not there, there," he says, pointing to an empty plot some distance away. His eyes snap towards you as you step closer, and he flashes a broad smile. "Welcome, welcome. We're a bit early if you're here for the Blossom Festival. Complete the course for celebration mission. Each ranger suits to fatigue. Search the path deck and discard pile for the festival grounds and put it into play. Do not read its entry." Festival grounds. I'm really liking the cherry blossom theme of the Spire in Bloom, because having visited Japan during the sakura season has been one of my life's most beautiful trips, so to speak, because that cherry blossom blooms are so nice to see in mass. And I like the aesthetics in this expansion, so we complete this. I'll just mark it down here. Then I know your duties as a ranger must take you all over the valley, but I hope you'll be able to return and enjoy the festivities once we're underway, etc. continues. It's shaping up to be quite the gathering. Feeling inspired by the industriousness of the townsfolk, you ask if there's anything that you can do to help with the preparations. That would be tremendous, he says. I was actually getting pretty worried about wrapping all this up in time. We still need someone to gather flowers for the table arrangements, and to make matters worse, Raymond still hasn't arrived with the supplies or fresh fish for the feast from White Sky. Any help you could offer would be greatly appreciated. Without waiting for a reply, Etra turns back to the volunteers setting up the main tent. "That's it," he cheers. "All together now." You ponder the choice. Collecting flowers is likely something you can do while you're traveling all across the valley, whereas helping Raymond deliver supplies will require you to travel to White Sky and back. Checking on Raymond, get the supply run, so basically we need to go back to the bridge and head to White Sky. So if we had okay, so we need to be inspired to use the boat if we had the boat. So we would require to go Cobos Market, Boulder Field and White Sky, or Philosophers. Well, we don't want to go there because it is again going back and forth. I think we are going to collect some flowers. So gather flowers for the table arrangement, gain the flower collection mission. Yeah, I think that's more suited for us, and I have no interest in going to White Sky again. we are not getting downwards on the map at all. We're always going to return back up there, so I'm trying a different path. So flower collection mission festival. Etra wants you to collect the variety of flowers to be used as decorations for the festival. Path deck assembly: search the old growth set for 2 clouds hive swarms and 1 clouds hive and shovel them into the path deck. Okay, I think this will be when we would do the path deck assembly, so we need to remember that. So sunberry bramble and tryptopholium and hanging cherry moss. After one of these flora is cleared by harm, check off the corresponding bubble on the campaign tracker. Return to Etra once this mission has 3 check marks. And now, okay, so we mark it on the campaign tracker, so we don't have to complete that in during one day, which would be really hard. So this is one of those quests you need to have a bit of meta knowledge of the different sets, so you know what's in every path set, so that you know where to go find the correct flora. Okay, so we arrived here, we draw 1 path card. It is the cultivated gardens, and then we regain our energy and get a card, and then we'll flip this. Response: after you successfully traverse this location, scout 1 path card for every 2 effort. Well, that's useful. Then we'll flip this, and we are ready to start the next round. So we draw a path card. Etra, Master of Revels. So we read 204. Etra enters play. If you are on supplier run or follower collection, go to 204.1. If you are on flower collection and it has 3 check marks, go to 1.201, otherwise continue reading. Amongst the hustle and bustle of the festival arrangements, you spot Etra Lass leading several others down the trail away from Brookside. It looks like he hasn't yet completed the festival preparations. Hello again, he calls out to you as he approaches. How's your task coming along? Clear Etra with progress to speak with him about your current task. So I think we just ignore him because we need to go and get the flowers. Let's look at the festival grounds. So we didn't have to read this. So fitness plus reason. Help prepare the grounds and to discard 1 task from this feature. Then if there are no tasks remaining, 205.2. Oh yeah, there are tasks on this feature. Then we have this cultivated gardens, so we can soothe fatigue and try to get rid of that. Okay, what do we want to do this turn? I'll just start by scouting 2 path cards up an alley. If you see this card while scouting, you may discard it to scout 2 additional cards. I'll do that. So busy marketplace, cultivated gardens, or scrounging corvids. I think the cultivated gardens are least annoying. So we'll bury the others and keep that up, because we are at the moment good at traversing. Well, we don't have any fatigue yet, so don't know really what to do. So I think I'm going to do this, so I'm helping. I'll try to help you committing the pocket belt pouch, and that +1 we succeed and we remove 1. And the sun fatigues us for 1, and add 1 progress to an active human, and nothing else happens. We will do that again. So we help. We don't have anything to commit to the test. We'll just try, so that's good enough. So we get that cleared. So if there are no tasks remaining, 205.2. You step back and take a moment to admire your handiwork. You've stalked the main tent, creating a centerpiece on the festival. Now that the tent is up, the rest of the volunteers can start moving the decorations inside and clear off the tables. You get the feeling that the festival is going to be a big success. If you haven't recorded grounds prepared on the campaign tracker, record it now, and each ranger suits 2 fatigue. So we suit 1 fatigue. It is the intention translator. And I already forgot what I needed to record. Grounds prepared. Okay. That's recorded. We really don't have any room now for the intention translator, and I don't mind. Okay. We suffer 1 fatigue. That went away. Nothing else happened. Okay. Not really sure what I would want to do here. I'll do this. So I pick something. We succeed, and we draw our fatigue stack and put 1 harm here. If this test added progress to another human, add 1 additional. It didn't. Okay, well, I might as well talk to this guy. We fail. We suffer a fatigue. Okay, need to stop doing useless tests all the time. So I'm going to remember. The sun. So we succeed by 1. I'll take the links for cloak. We suffer 1 fatigue. And I think that's everything. We'll rest. And we draw a new card. Okay, the second link's fur cloak, and we get the other gardens. We'll immediately scout local townsfolk and scrounging corvids. So I'm picking the townsfolk to stay on top. We'll bury the corvids. And we added one cloud to that card. Okay, well, we don't have room for the cloak, but when you would suffer one or more fatigue from a card, reduce the amount of fatigue suffered to 0. I think we play that instead of the phosphonic headset, because we're taking a lot of fatigue from the stupid sun. Oh, it's only from a path card. Well, whatever. We might as well traverse. So I'm suffering 2 fatigue, only 1 fatigue from the path cards that are along the way. I'm going to commit 1 effort from here, suit 1 fatigue, Nal's understanding, that's great. And we'll commit the other Link's fur coat. So we are 4 versus 1. Aha, -2. Of course. So after you successfully traverse this location, scout 1 path card for every 2 efforts. So we only get to scout the. It is the same card. Well, 2 is better than none. But I really would have wanted to clear that with 1 try. And we suffer 1 fatigue. Nothing else happens. I think we drew all the suns, basically. Only 1 sun left in the whole deck. Okay, let's shuffle better. Okay, I will pick some fruit here, and don't have room for this. I'll commit that to the test. We succeed. It is another sun. So we suit 2 fatigue. We get phosphoric headset and universal power cells, and we suffer 1 fatigue. And not gonna remember anything, so I think we will. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't have any room for anything else, so not gonna bother. I'll connect with this guy. We fail. It's another sun. Okay, I need to stop doing silly stuff. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1/3 of the deck only left. Okay, we'll rest. Regain our energy. And draw a card. Favorite gear. And draw the local townsfolk. Okay, they are friendly, so they don't cause anything. So let's start by playing the Nell's Understanding. I'll clear these away. I will traverse the location, only suffer 1 fatigue. Do this again. Well, at least we get it cleared. Get to scout 1 path card. I'll put this underneath. Then I'll scout actually again. Put we could keep this on top. Yeah. Nothing triggers. We are ready to travel, but I'll take the last chance to try to suit some fatigue. We succeed, nothing triggers, and we suit 2 fatigue. Masterworks. We'll rest. And travel, and we'll go to Spire. So we travel to Spire and hopefully get the journey Spire completed. And after that we can start thinking where we want to head out. That is the moment, and we are still traveling through this through fair, so we'll keep this. We'll need to pick the Spire location. We'll add the Backalley shortcut and Patek assembly. Search the old growth set for 2 Cloud Hive swarms and 1 Cloud Hive and shuffle them into the pad deck. Okay, so hanging cherry moss we can find in old growth. Nothing else. Sunberry bramble, I think it's in the wood set. But Cloud Hive swarm times 2 and Cloud Hive. So we need to go to old growth at least to check one of these. And now we get to add the Spire location, pivotal location, path cards. I think that's everything. Yeah. And we draw 1 path card. We also add 1 here. Okay. Oh yeah, we could have added clouds with our focus, but I forgot. We draw a path card, crowded through fair, and we read entry number 5. If Silara Maker is in play, or if Tala the Red is in play, or otherwise read Rising Out of the Island, blah blah blah. We have read that many times, so we actually read 1.50 because we arrived at the attached location, which is Spire. Journey at Spire 1.08. At the end of your travels, the tower at the center of Spire has never looked more welcoming. You couldn't shake the haunted look on Calypso's face when she saw those corpses, and even since that day you've felt a presence like a patient predator lurking in the underbrush, hounding your every step. Gain the Watcher in the Brush mission and complete that Journey Spire mission. Okay. That is ominous sounding. Watcher in the Brush. So, you have felt a lurking presence following you since your discovery of the strange biomelt corpses. It generally stays out of sight, so you are going to have to confront it to figure out what it wants. Path deck assembly. Add the mysterious Verdesian to the path deck. Clear the mysterious Verdesian with progress. As you cross the bridge to the center of town, Ben Eamon, pilot of Swift and Master Artificer, joins you. Hello there, Elder Truss asked that I come to Spire to check on the hydroelectric turbines just in case they suffer any damage during the flood, he says. What brings you here? You explain what brought you here, and his smile fades. Without delay, he accompanies you to see Elder Orlin. You find Elder Mora Orlin in the heart of the Carbon Forge, bent over an air lathe with a heavy piece of carbon in her powerful hands. When she sees you, she shuts off the howling machine and straightens. What is it? She growls. Her flinty stare never waves as you describe the strange beings with the eyeless face and dangerous-looking claws. When you finish, she grunts and nods to you and Ben Eamon. My mother told me about these. When we first came over the passes into the valley, our people encountered beings like the ones you described. Vicious biomelts. They called them reclaimers. You ask why reclaimers? I'm not certain, says Elder Orling, but they are biomelts, like the caustic mulcher and the toxic ether. And like all biomelts, they serve an ancient purpose. Perhaps they are compelled to capture something they perceive to be lost, or they search for some possession they believe to be theirs. The best way to discover the answer is to find them and observe their behavior. When you head out into the valley, keep your eyes open. If you find reclaimers, see what you can learn about them. Ben Eamon clears his throat. Elder Orling searching the valley could take weeks. If we want to know where they are, I can set up scanning rig. We just need to place a few relays around the valley and I can sweep for these reclaimers. Elder Orling shakes her head and gives Ben a bemused look. Sensors, always sensors. We have all the sensors we need right here. She taps her chest. And here. She taps her temple. Use your instinct, use your intellect, and you will find them. Ben doesn't waver. Elder, it's a big valley. If we don't send some sort of help, they could hike within a half mile of a swarm of these things and never know it. He turns to you. What do you think? Do you want to spend weeks searching the valley for these things or discover exactly where they are in just a few days? The Rangers choose. Agree with Ben Amen, deploy the scanners. Or agree with Elder Orling, rely on your senses. I think because when I played this first time I picked the agree with Elder Orling, so I'm going to side with Ben Amen this time. You agree with Ben. The faster you find out if the reclaimers are in the valley, the better. Elder Orling grunts and turns back to her air lead. After you leave, Ben takes you to the Hearty Brew and the best tavern in the town. There you find his pink crawler parked in the courtyard. He opens the back hatch, revealing a store of parts and electric components, along with a folding workbench. He sets to work crafting something, and when you ask what he's doing, he distractedly mutters that you should think about getting some food. By the time you've finished eating and return, you see a bundle of stakes about a meter long, each topped with a globe crisscrossed with complex circuit inlays. These are relay scanners, Ben explains proudly. Set them up across the valley and they should generate a field that will pick up any biomelt activity. If there's a swarm of reclaimers out there, we'll see it. Just be sure to spread out the sensors as far as possible. Opposite ends of the valley would be best. When you stick them in the ground, just whistle this tune. He blows 3 notes and the relay goes active. Ben hands you a glass disc in a small wooden frame. Once all 3 are active, they will send the results to the biological outpost south of Branch. But you can see what they pick up with this. Gain the sensor network mission. Okay. Sensor network mission. So we need to go to the plummet, the high basin and the mound of the navigator to put in the sensors. So the plummet is here. So I think that would be a logical first place to go. So plummet, the high basin. Where is it? Why can't I locate it? The high basin. So the plummet, the high basin, and mound of the navigator is somewhere here. Here. So these 3. Okay, so we could go this way, and this way, or circle around here. And when a feature enters play at one of these locations, you may attach this mission to it. When a feature with this mission attaches cleared, add 1 progress to this mission. Have 3 progress on this mission. Read 1.09. Okay, so we need to clear 3 features at every location. That seems like a hard thing to do, but we'll try. Okay. We have traveled to Spire and we drew a path card, so now we gain a path card, Days Ambitious Shaper, and we'll regain our energy. Now I think our goal is just to maybe get a new quest somewhere, or I don't know. We'll see. That was quite a lot of reading. So now she enters play 59, so we might need to read that because we've completed her quest earlier. So if if you have seen Person Fly, go to 59.2. A sudden whooshing sound is all you hear before a dark shadow flashes overhead. For a moment you think you're being attacked by a hungry Iryx, but then you see the Shaper Days fly through the air. She lands in front of you, stumbles and rolls into a ball, but when she stands up, her face is aglow with pleasure and pride. Clear Days with progress to ask her how learning to fly is going. Okay. So, oh yeah, this is an obstacle, which we need to clear. So I'm going to do the notch. And committing one masterwork for this. We succeed, but we'll take another fatigue, and we add one here and exhaust it. Then oh, this is a feature trail obstacle, okay. Yeah, of course it's an obstacle, so yeah, I'm going to... Yeah, I should have just... yeah, but it exhausted it. Oh well, let's connect with Days just for the sake of it. Yeah, I'm going to commit this because I'm not doing anything else. Of course it's a -1. We add one progress. No active predators. If this mission is attached, it isn't, so we don't resolve anything. Then we really need to get to traveling. Okay, once we can clear this, I will have to spend all of my cards to just traverse. But for now, I could have done the awareness to ride the wind to perform another test after this one, but it doesn't help that much. I'll scout the next path card at least. We don't want a Cloud Hive Swarm. And I'll rest, so flip this. Draw a card and gain our energy back. And we'll actually play Circuitous Route When you would draw a path card, instead discard the top card of the path deck, then suffer fatigue equal to that card's presence. So we suffer 1 fatigue, but we don't get a path card. Don't want to get anything in my way now. Okay, so I'm just going to traverse this. Try to clear it, and I'm going to use the light as a feather for it. And I'll use this. Suit 1 fatigue. Nice. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 is enough to clear this. And we might as well play Walk With Me to add 5 here. Or 4. And clear days. So we read 59. If you've seen Person Fly, 59.5. It's going so well, Days exclaims. Flying is amazing. It's like I've unlocked something inside of myself and now I'm learning new tricks every day. She looks over at you with a slightly guilty grin. In fact, I don't suppose you would mind taking me back to the plummet. I'd like to try that jump again now that I know so much more. Agree or not today? I think it's not today, so we suit 2 fatigue. But good to know we can do that again, maybe get some good reward from that, but not today. And next I will scout the next path card. Carbon Forge is okay. We'll rest, regain our energy, and now we just want to travel away. So we read 56, so I think that doesn't have any new text. Yeah, just text which we have already read sometime, so I'm just going to traverse, commit that, commit that. I think we're okay. +1, and oh yeah, we add like 6 here. Or 7, it doesn't matter. We might as well travel before we run out of our deck. So I am going to travel, and let's see where we want to travel. So we need to get out of here. So I think I'm going to actually go, because we're at Spire, we need to go to either Spire Crossing, Silverfin Docks or Brookside. And from Brookside we could travel Crossroads Station or the Philosopher's Garden, go to the High Basin through Branch. And I think there are some good quests at Branch and at this area. After that we could go to the, where is it, the Mound of the Navigator. So start making our way down here, go from there to there. Okay, so this is a new area, so let's go this way. So we'll travel to Brookside. and end our day there. So we'll write down Brookside, and through Fair, and cross out day 9. And that is the end of the day. So next time we will travel from Brookside towards the high basin and plant a first sensor there. So that was that. Let's end it there. So hope you guys like this playthrough. Thanks for watching, and until next time.